Hello, hello. Are you listening?
Not yet, one second. Okay, talk.
Hello? Is that better?
I think so, but I'm gonna listen to you with my
Should be better.
noise canceling headphones, because I don't like it that I hear you twice. Let me put it back.
Cool. Are you back?
Talk to me?
Hello, hello.
It's still pretty low.
Really?
Say it again?
Should be much better. Like I lowered, or I raised the thing.
It's definitely better. But I don't know why my voice carries so far. Like, it sounds like Mike is like right in front of my face.
Like your own voice, but not mine? You're just loud.
Yeah.
I'll try to be louder. I can raise it too. I mean, you're not gonna...
Okay.
Okay. Let's do -8. Go with that. Should be better than before, at least, so... Okay.
Cool.
Let's get rid of this. Okay. In this one, I'm actually gonna have some music. Maybe that'll be more fun. Musicforprogramming.net. I'll do it pretty low, but just so it's not complete silence. And that. We'll do this. And I did have like, I guess I can pop this out. I guess it can only be here. How do I do my... Or how do I do my chat? This. Let's go here. Let's go here. Okay. Let's start. Let's go. We've been offline for 4 hours, 40 minutes, and while we were offline, our scripts generated $1.8 million. Our hacknet nodes generated $3.5 million. And we gained 0 reputation in our factions. Yeah, this is, I feel like our scripts are not pulling their weight. Like, so much work. Well, I mean, so much work, not really that much work. But we at least did some work for this, and then like 0 work for this, but that's fine. Oh yeah, and we were studying computer science at the university. Great. Continue that for now. And we left off, let's see if we can see our history, or if it's cleared. So I think we left off, I was like copy and pasting and going into all these servers and nuking them. But that's like pretty we should probably automate that reputation. Reputation. So I think there's like different factions in the game, and if you like do kind of like quests for them, you'll gain reputation. But we haven't really gotten there yet, I think. So I guess first thing we can do, we can just spend all our money here. Let's just level up our hacknet node, and we'll just kind of spend our money, and it'll make us more money while we think about the next move. So what we were doing is, I was kind of like manually going to each server and then nuking it, which is, I should probably make this smaller. It's not that exciting. Maybe not. Abort. Yeah, we can definitely automate that, right? Like, that's why we're here. So typically, see how like, so you can clear with CLS, just to, things are neat. If you do LS, it's all like messy, but if you do LSL, it goes into list form, which is kind of nice. Can we do like help as well? No. Let's just help. I see. And not many options, but that's fine. But LSL is like kind of nicer. So why don't we make another alias? We'll make it LL. And that'll be ls-l, because I don't like writing dashes. And then when we do LL, we'll just list everything kind of like in a nice column. Okay. Alrighty. So we have our scripts folder, and let's open up the editor. So we have sync and we have hack. Let's make like a nuking script, I guess, that will just nuke everything connected to our server, and it will probably work similarly to the sync script. So we can just call it I think if we call it nuke, it might be confusing, but let's just call it nuke for now. Yes, and we have our, let's open up the sync script as well. That's useful. We have the sync script where we get all our connected servers and all our scripts, and then we copy them in. We will do probably something very similar in the nuke script, so I'm just going to copy paste. Because we do want this, we want to get all the connected servers to home. We don't care about the scripts, but we do want to nuke them. We'll make a new function, nuke server. I'm assuming there's just nuke, yeah. Oh, there's actually two. Oh, never mind, that's my function. Okay, so there's a nuke thing, and I'm sure we can see it in the API, and it just runs nuke on a specific server. I guess you just pass in the name of the target server. I wonder if it has to be connected, or if you could just nuke any server. Yeah, so each server has a different number of required open ports. If that number is greater than 0, you have to open its ports before nuking it. It's like how locked down they are. So at the beginning, they don't need any open ports. But I think as you go through the game, like the servers become sort of more difficult to hack. So you have to like open up their ports. Yeah, example, ns nuke food and stuff. So I will just do the same thing. Nuke host. And why don't we actually get the result? So this function returns a bool for if it was successful or not. So maybe we can have a little bit of a print statement where we do like if it was successful, we can print out okay, the spike is kind of in the way. Hopefully that still works. We can do like success, nuke, Nike. Success, nuked, host. This will probably like just print out into the log by itself. It seems like a lot of these functions do that by default. We'll do that. Otherwise, we will print fail, failed, host. I don't know if it'll give us a reason. It'd be kind of interesting if it did. I don't think it does though. But it'll at least let us see what happened. And then, yeah, servers for each, not copy scripts, we'll do nuke server. And I think we can actually run it directly here. So let's do that. Runtime error, not enough ports open to use nuke virus. Interesting. Free. Okay, let's do. It's not very descriptive. But let's see if we can see it in the log. Cool. Okay, so we already have root on noodles. We already have root on food, Sigma, Jogun, Hong Kong tea, sushi. And then whatever the next one was, we couldn't do it. But I guess it just kind of crashes. So it'd be nice if we print that out. So why don't we, before we do that, let's print out the server name. You want to close it? We're going to try to nuke the host. Cool. And let's go back. Now we can do the run command with, I think, if you do tail, it will pop open like the log window. So this is a kind of a real command. Well, actually, let's see what happens. If they exist here. Oh, they do have it. So on an actual computer, you can typically do this. It will read a file and it'll print out the last few lines. I think maybe like 10 by default or something. You can do like different parameters, right? If you want to see more, but it'll like watch your file for you. It's convenient if like you have some sort of log file and you want to, on like a second window, you want to just like watch the log file as it kind of streams in, and then in the first window you're like running your program. So it's pretty convenient. But we can also do run -- tail and our script, and I think it will pop up. No, it will not. Do I do it after? I swear I could do it. There we go. Cool. Yeah, so I ran it and it popped open a window, which is kind of nice. So trying noodles, success, blah, blah, blah. And then we tried to get to Iron Gym and then it failed. Cool. But already that's pretty nice. So like if we try to nuke from some other server, we won't have to like go in one by one and attempt to do it. So pretty nice script. Let's check out what Iron Gym has going on. So it's clear, and we'll just see. Okay, so it's the final directly connected server to our home. Let's connect Iron Gym. Aha. So we can actually see here, number of open ports required. 1. Let's connect. Can analyze. Needs 1 open port. Where did we leave off before? What do you mean? I'm not sure. It was either the tea, it might have been sushi. But either way, this script can do it now. So we can, I guess what we can try to do, just as a proof of concept, we have our sync script, right? So why don't we, I think we'll do, whatever. Let's just run our sync script. So we copied all of our scripts to all of these connected servers. And then, because if we do analyze with depth 2, there's more servers that are connected to the connected servers, right? So like Noodles actually has this server, which does require an open port. But it looks like Nectar here doesn't. So if we can go to food and then navigate to Nectar after that and nuke it. But we can test our new script from food and stuff. So why don't we go to food? So if you do analyze, you're asking like what are the connect ports? It's just kind of part of the game, but sort of, I guess, related to real life. The servers each have these ports, and they're basically like attack vectors for a server. And the beginner servers don't need any of them opened. You know, kind of like a locked or like unlocked door. But the more higher level servers they have like a minimum required port. So like in order to take over the CSEC server, it needs 1 open port. So I would need to unlock either the SSH port or the FTP port or the SMTP port. So these are kind of like, yeah, I guess just like hacking avenues. Yeah, like various services on the various unsecured services that might be open on that server that someone might use to kind of like hijack it. We haven't gotten to where it really explains how to open these yet, but we will get there in a minute or two. So, okay, let's just try our nuke script. So we have food and stuff, and then we can do analysis from here. And we have this Nectar server, which we haven't seen yet because we haven't, you know, we're on food, and this is like deeper in the network. So this doesn't need any ports, and we don't quite have access yet. We don't have root access. And yeah, we have enough hacking skill, we're fine. But we should be able to run our nuke script, and it'll work on Nectar, but it won't work on this Max hardware. So let's try nuke. And can I do this? Let's see. Oh wow, so I can't run it on food and stuff because we are out of RAM. Okay, well, let's kill this process for now, and we'll restart it later. So now we're free, and let's try this. Sweet. And it didn't really work because probably our script makes an assumption that we are on the home server. So let's go double check. Yes. So the nuke actually runs from home, but why don't we make it a little bit more versatile, I guess. So we don't want to find servers connected to home. Instead, we can get the current host name. There we go. So this is returns a string with the host name of the server that the script is running on. And instead, we'll pass that into here. So now we have all the servers connected to the current host name. And then we just run nuke. Cool. Let's go back. And we do need to sync it again. And we're going to be using sync a lot, so why don't we make an alias? We'll just call it sync, and it'll be the parameters for script/sync.js. And we'll just run sync. Copied over all our scripts. Let's go back to food. This has the latest copy of the nuke script. Nuke.js. And why don't we do another alias here? We can do nuke all, because we already have a nuke alias. If you type alias, I think it returns all your current aliases. So we made one that's nuke, like a single target nuke for the exe. Why don't we do like nuke all? For just running this script. And we'll add the tail parameter as well. Actually, we probably don't want that because we can make that choice when we run it. Call tail. Yeah. Oh, it's scripts. Oops. True. Cool. Sweet. So it looks like it did work on the Nectar server, but it failed on the Max hardware server. Very nice. So it seems we've gotten to the point where we need to figure out how we can open a port so that we can gain access to more secure servers. And remember, we did free up this RAM here, so why don't we made a hack alias, right? Or no? Make a hack. Stop studying soon. Okay, sure. Okay, let me just finish this thing. So we'll run the hack script in 8 times. That is all the RAM. Great. Yeah, so we were studying computer science. Let's do something else in the city. So we don't have any strength or defense. We have some dexterity and agility from, I think, trying to shoplift in the slums. We could go to the gym. Train some strength. Maybe do that for now. Because I'm sure it will come in handy. I don't know. I assume at some point in this world we'll need to do some sort of strength-related questing. Yar. Alright. So we got this notification here for creating programs, so let's go there. Create programs. This page displays any programs that you're able to create. Writing the code for a program takes time, which can vary based on how complex the program is. And if you're working on creating a program, you can cancel it at any time, but the progress will be saved and you can continue later. So these are our, I guess, executable programs that are kind of sort of written by our character in the background. And they have funky functions. This program, autolink. This program allows you to directly connect to other servers through the scan and analyze command. So why don't we start working on that actually? I guess we can't do the gym at the same time. We'll do that, and that'll kind of just happen in the background. In the meantime, we can continue doing this stuff. Yeah. Actually, okay. So, I mean, I guess this is the easiest one, so we should just get it done first. This next one, brute SSH. This program executes a brute force attack that opens SSH ports. So this will be our first port opening program, and this will allow us to hack those next level of servers that need one port opened in order to nuke them. And then I guess there's other ones. FTP crack, so FTP ports, SFTP ports, HTTP ports, SQL ports, etc. Okay, so that's fine for now. Let's see if there's any things that we haven't done yet. So we kind of like hacked into these servers, but we're not actually running scripts on them yet, right? We have tea, okay, cosmetics, tea, food. Did we do Joe's guns? Yes. Did we do sushi? We did not. Okay, so we didn't do sushi. We just gotta check on it. Yeah. But we should probably make another script that will deploy our... So we sync the scripts over, and we want to... we've been kind of manually running, filling up memory with our hacking script. But we should probably just do that remotely from home, just to any connected server. So why don't we do that? Just make a new script. Why don't we call it like remote hack or something? Oh dear. Oops. Sweet. So we want to do this. I guess like we should again find all the servers, and let's do it the same way we did it here, where we do it kind of like from where it's running, so that maybe in the future we will kind of like recursively run this where we remote hack the connected servers, and then later we'll run it from like the other servers, and they'll hack their connected servers, something like that, and just populate the whole network. So we'll get our current host name and everything connected to our current host name. And I guess we wonder if we can I don't know, just call it hack remotely for now. And we'll pass in host name. Something like that. Now we can be kind of like safe, I guess, quote unquote, and not if host name, but so there's this concept, right, of the root access. It's like if we've nuked it. So maybe we can, there should be a way to check it, I assume. Yeah, has root access. Yeah, check if you have root access on a server, and you can pass in the host name. Just so that we only kind of make this attempt on things that we have hacked. Brackets, root access. Oh, Jesus. If root access, then we can. So we should be able to query for how much RAM is available. Script RAM, no. Okay, here we go. Max RAM and used RAM. Okay, so RAM available will be the server max RAM minus used RAM. Okay, and I think that'll be just in gigabytes, probably. And we should be able to so we want to basically take the RAM cost of our script that we will deploy and divide it by, or take RAM available, divide it by the RAM cost, and that's how many threads we can use without failing. And we'll have to like round down a little bit. So get script RAM. Minus this. What is this? There we go. So script names. We'll just kind of hard code this for now. This is our repeatable, sorry, not nuke. This is our repeatable hack script. So this should give us the cost of our hack script, and then I guess like possible threads. We can do RAM cost, right now, RAM available divided by RAM cost. Problem is it might not divide very nicely. What is number? Yeah. Yeah. Dot floor, no. I have to do, I think it's like math dot floor. Yeah. Yeah. Greatest integer. Yeah. So that should be okay. Let's try it. And then finally, we will run our script. And we have thread optional. Normally you just run it once, but there's other params here. We can do thread options, so we will do our possible threads. And you can actually, I guess you could pass in arguments into your script as well, which is kind of cool. I don't remember if we take arguments here. Let's open it up. Okay. Oh dear. I see. So all of our, I don't know if we've been using this. I guess we have been. So we had hard-coded noodles into it, which is not ideal. Oh, we finished crafting. Okay, we finished crafting that one program. Scan, analyze. Well, let's just get started on this. Okay, so we don't want to do this. We want to do the current host name, right? Because we want, I thought we did this. Maybe I messed something up. Oh well. Maybe I accidentally did it on a remote server and not on the home server or something. That's okay. Not that tricky. Okay, we'll do it on ourselves. That is the hack script. Ooh, yeah, maybe we didn't do it because this cost is 2.05 gigabytes, and I think the previous script was 2 gigabytes. So this is a little heavier. It's fine. So we have this hack script. And we will try to remotely hack all the connected servers. Fill them up as much as we can. So why don't we try that? We should be able to go into active scripts and we can just kill everything here. Because with our new automation, we'll be able to just easily restart everything. Okay, we are at home. Can do scripts. Remote hack. Cannot hack home server because it is your server. So I think when you do that connected server thing, you actually the first server in the array is the current server or the home server. So here we go. There's 7 connections for home, 4 gigabytes. So we tried to hack home, and I think it just fails. Oh dear. I see. I think probably on every server, and I assume it just crashes, maybe. The very first server it tries to run it on is home, so we need to skip that. Why don't we make like a test script where we could just try different commands? Maybe we could just read it here too, but I like the idea of a test script. So servers, where would you scan? Let's look for scan. It says, oh, hostname of the server scan defaults to current. So we didn't actually need to pass in hostname. We could have just scanned, just ran it in default mode. It's a tree graph with home server at the root, and the parent node is always the first item of the returned array. So if we have home noodles, Jogun, csec, meganet, running it on home, will return noodles, Joguns. What's the root service on? That is strange then. Scan. No. I guess maybe we should do like just a print statement so we know what we are trying to do. Also print the list. set debug statement. Let's do that. And let's try that again. Detail. Wait. Yeah, this work. Let's see. I forgot to change the for each. You talk about here, line 20. Are you saying like it's because this is a bit confusing? Okay. Yeah, so we're taking this array of servers, and then for every server, it passes in like a single instance of a server into this function as the hostname. This can be a bit like funky syntax if you're not familiar with it. I guess so. Let's just try that one more time because we kind of closed it. Okay. So we got a scan. We got 7 connections for home, noodles. We thought it was for each hack remotely. Gotcha. Okay, so we got 7 servers here. That looks right. Attempting to hack noodles. We got 4 gigabytes max. Use 0. Okay. And we are trying to run it with 1 thread because now that it's 2.05 gigabytes, we can only actually run it once, unfortunately, but that's okay. Attempting to hack food and stuff next. 16 and 0, and we're trying to hack it with 7 threads. This is great. Yeah, so I think this is working quite well. Wait, cannot run. Oh, on home. That's very strange. Why is it trying to run it on home? Oh, because we did not pass in where we are running it. Since we are running this script from home, it assumes, I guess, that we're trying to hack itself. Because we didn't pass in any arguments, right? So we can do args to the script itself, and we will pass in the host name that we were trying to hack. Right? Hopefully we can do that. And let's go back to our hack script. Right, because the hack script just tries to hack the local where it's running from, but in this case, we're actually just at home. It's not ideal. Can hack be run on a remote thing? We might have to rethink the approach here, because what we actually want to do is we want to like deploy a bunch of scripts onto the remote servers and then have them run it themselves rather than, oh, and we finished doing the brute SSH, great, so we can open that port. We don't really want to hack it remotely from home, since that way we have to use like home RAM and we're kind of like executing things from home. We don't want to do that. Go back to the gym, sure. Let's go to the gym. Iron gym. Let's strain our strength. Yeah, so instead of running the hacks from the home server, we want to basically deploy the scripts remotely to the servers and then sort of like activate them remotely, have them hack themselves for us. That way we're using like the remote RAM instead of using the home RAM. So how can we do that? Okay. I think we can... Such dramatic music, yeah. It is music for programming. So, okay. Kind of want to repurpose this to, I suppose, hack itself. Let's make another, or let's rename this script. Okay. We're going to rename this script. We'll call it self-hack. And we'll expect it to be deployed remotely and then activate itself. Cool. And let's open that up. Oh shoot, did not do that correctly. There we go. Okay, so let's assume we are on a remote server. Okay, we get the name of the remote server. Wait, that's not correct. Yeah, that's here. Let's just do hack self. We're not going to do this. It'll hack itself only if it's already root access, so we don't get like a bunch of errors. There's no connected servers. But basically we will deploy the self-hack and then we will attempt to execute it remotely. Yes, but I think we can do that in like another script. So we still do the remote hack thing. Oh shoot, I wish I saved the code. I don't know if this will be useful. Get, what is it? Scan. And we actually don't need to pass a host, right? Because it'll just scan adjacent servers. Yeah. Do like remote hack server or host name. So we're already doing this check remotely. Now I'm wondering how we can. We kind of want to like go inside the remote server and make it activate this self-hacking script. So let's see what we have available. We have run, it's a script, thread options, and args. But I think this runs, yeah, this starts a script on the current server, which is not that interesting. We want to like remotely execute. Is there like exec or something? Aha, so start a script on any server. So this is, maybe this is actually what we originally wanted. Maybe I kind of made this more complicated than it needs to be. But we can do exec. We have our script. Okay, here I guess. So we'll execute our script. And And then the second parameter is actually the host name where we want to execute it on. Okay, I guess I don't really need both of these. I could have just did it in a single one. But that's okay. Right. Yeah, this is still useful. Is it? It's not that useful. Okay. Okay, whatever. Forget it. Yeah. Okay, back to the original plan. I think I thought run we could execute remotely, but instead it's called exec. So, and that should work. So we'll run our hack script. We will yes, call. We pass in the host name that we're interested in, and then also thread options, and then also run options. Now, does hack need arguments? No, it doesn't need arguments, so we don't need to pass in anything. We can just do hack. Okay. Let's go back to servers for each. Okay, I think this should work. I don't think we need the script, but we can keep it around kind of just for funsies there. Maybe I forgot before to actually save the script. That could have been it. Save, and let us try to remote hack the server. It's clear. And we will do scripts, remote hack. Let's get the logs as well. And let's see. Okay, we got 7 connections. First stop is noodles. We're not using any RAM. We started with 1 thread. We got food stuff, 16 gigs, and we can fit 7 threads on that. Another 16.7, another 16.7, another 16.7, another 16.7. Fantastic. So now if we go to our active scripts, we should see a bunch of hacking going on. Very nice. And that's $200 per second. This is pretty convenient. Yeah, woohoo indeed. So there is a button here that's like kill all running scripts, but that like kind of reloads the game, which is sort of annoying. So why don't we make a slightly less annoying version of that? Because at some point we will want to just like rebuild, right? Like wipe everything and sort of restart everything. So let's do like a kill all script that will just kill all of our processes. Nice, and there is literally a kill all function, but you have to do it on a specific server. Script kill. Oh, and you can do it kind of like by script name as well. That's kind of convenient. So there's 2 ways we could do this, right? Because we have processes, and each process is an ID. So we've kind of been doing like we could do kill all where we pass in the server name. We've been doing that a lot, so why don't we just switch it up just for fun, and instead use this one where we pass in PID. So PID is the ID of the script to kill. Why is that blue? Okay. And we'll need to define the PIDs. And I'm sure we can just get them somehow. Maybe. While we read the docs. Oh. current scripts PID. That's not that interesting. We want to get like everything. Maybe PS. List all running scripts on a server. But it'd be nice if we didn't have to pass in a server and we could just get all of our processes. Though I guess maybe that's not how it works, because if we do PS, yeah, there's nothing on our home server, but we have a bunch of stuff remotely, and we can kill stuff remotely. Like if we I guess we can't know what the PID is remotely. Okay, maybe we'll have to go with kind of like the original plan, because there's no parameters for this, right? All scripts that are currently running. Yeah. And you can't really do it remotely. Okay, let's see. If we go to noodles, and we do PS, yeah, PID 21. I see. So I guess we will still have to, unfortunately, just kind of query for all the servers that we know and kill their processes. And we would have to actually have to do this recursively, since typically we only get the currently connected servers. But so far we've been working with just like one layer, right, of the server nodes. So I guess let's just start there. So we'll do the same thing. Just scan current, assuming we're executing from home, servers. And then just kill all. We'll pass in a host name, and we'll do, I don't know, we're doing another function thing. Kill scripts. Yeah. Servers dot scripts. Something like that. Beautiful. Servers. Do that. Let's try it. So on home. Wait, on noodles. So we got home. Do kill all. And there's nothing. That's really cool. So we can. It's actually pretty sweet. We can basically. What was the other one called? Is it this? Sure. So we can do that. Bunch of stuff being hacked, and then we can do kill all with logging. Kinda sick. Pretty nice, pretty nice. Remote hack. Okay, so pretty good, but, well, let's leave that there for now. So we finished, while we were doing that, we finished creating the first program. Actually, we finished creating two programs. The first one we got was the more convenient scan analyze or something like that. Autolink, this one. So let's try running it. This feels a little safer. At least this wasn't like something someone randomly sent us. We technically like made this ourselves. Cool. This executable cannot be run. Autolink lets you automatically connect to other servers when using scan analyze. When using scan analyze, click on a server's host name to connect to it. That sounds really cool. So we do scan analyze. Aha. So see, these are links now, and we can just click on it, and now we're in Joe's guns. That's pretty sweet. And then the second thing we got was brute SSH, and start running that. Okay, we opened our own SSH port. That's good. Well, it is what it is, I guess. Sure, why not? But we will use this in order to get access to those more guarded servers, like for example, Iron Gym. Cool, because this was kind of like as far as we got. Oops. Yeah, so SSH port closed. So I could just run broot SSH here, but let's not do that. Let's like kind of like try to think in an automated way right away. Let's go back home, and we will open up, go back to our script where one of them was like, was it nuke? Yeah. Okay, so let's edit this. So we realized we don't actually need to pass this hostname because by default scan will just scan everything connected to the current host. That works for us. In fact, that might be more extendable. But before we try to nuke something, let's see if we... Music might have stopped. Did it? Or did it just get quiet? Maybe. Alright, I don't know. Let's try this.
Oh, that's not very interesting.
I don't know if that gives me hacker vibes. Yeah, that's hacker vibes. All right. Cool. So before we try to nuke, we can't just nuke willy-nilly. Let's try opening or using that broot SSH script if we need to. So is there? Okay, there's just a convenience one. Execute broot SSH on a server, runs broot SSH on the target server, and it automatically knows to pull it from home computer. Cool. I'm getting chat hacked. Best viewers on stream. Boo. Let's get out of. How do I ban? Cool. Anyways, okay. So we can broot SSH on the target host, and we will just do the host name. So maybe we can be a bit more elegant, where like needs SSH, I guess. Let's see if there's something here about like ports. Well, let's see. I guess I don't know. Maybe that's not queryable. Fine. We'll just try to run through SSH on a host. Let's have a print statement too. Like connecting to host. And then, yeah, so basically any connected server that needs the SSH port opened, it will automatically do that. And auto nuke it. So give that a shot. Yeah, I probably could check number of ports required. Was that? I guess that's this one, right? I guess we can assume it's just sequential, right? Like it's probably as you progress through the game, it's like the first one is SSH, and then yeah. So we could do that. Why don't we do that? Yeah, because this doesn't change. Sure. Yes. No. Let's see, get. A lot of funky functions. Current number of open ports required to successfully run nuke. Yeah, and we can sort of make an assumption, like you said, if it's 1. Oops. My God, I'm so messy. Yeah, and only then we will attempt it, and that should have slightly cleaner logs. I guess we could even do that here, maybe? Because we can check. I think we can check if we have root access. If we want to be fancy. Yeah, has root access. So we can do has root access. Or we could even do that here. And then we'll just skip the rest of the logic. If we have the root access on the host name, essentially if we already have root access, we don't need to do anything. So just continue. Oh, right. We just return, since it's a single function. Otherwise, we connect to the host, we check required. If port is 1, we do the brute SSH. And then the final thing is we nuke it, and then hopefully it's a success. And I guess like we can have we can do another check. Like if it's more than 1, right now we're kind of not ready for it, right? So we can sort of return without trying to unsuccessfully nuke. Server is too secure, and we will return later. Great. Okay, I think that should hopefully be that. Let's try that and see what happens. Connecting to Iron Gym. Open the SH port. We tried to nuke it. Yes. Success. Script finished. I guess, did we not have any other logs, even the ones we're skipping? I guess not. Yeah, yay. Oh, I see. Because we're, yeah, so we print that after. Maybe we can just print like that we are skipping this server, just to be clear. Yeah, that way when we run it, yeah, you can just see like they're fine. And it's actually skipping everything now because everything has been hacked. And then we can run our sync. So everything's deployed. And in theory, we don't have the gym here yet. We should be able to just run the remote hacking script, right? Remote hack. So it must be positive integer and was 0. Ah. So in this remote hack, it was 0. Right. Right, because we're sort of unsafe here. Yeah, we only want to attempt to execute if we actually have room to do so. Yeah. Cool. Let's try that again. Oops. I mean, I accidentally ran it. Yeah, so... Oh shoot, did I do more than one? That might be my bad. Yeah, it should be more than 0. Good catch. Cool, so that did work. Our engine is now hacking itself, and we can look at the logs. Wow, it takes 3 minutes to hack it. That's kind of crazy. Possibly, I guess it's like pretty secure. Why don't we check it out? Can we analyze? Yeah, the security level is pretty high, I think. Minimum hacking is 100. Oh, and chance to hack is actually not super consistent. And it takes 3 minutes, which kind of sucks. It has decent money. I don't know what percentage hack takes. I guess maybe it's a formula depending on your skill. Hack analyze. Get the part of money stolen. Oh, okay, so you can actually see how much you will be able to hack it on a success. That's kind of nice. Cool. It would be nice to get the security level down. What was that other? What's backdoor? Install a backdoor. I remember there was some way, right, to... Oh, is it weaken? I guess weaken. Oh, geez, that take some time. What's that run? Is the lowest level like 1.0? Reduce the server security level, weaken. And yeah, we can target the server. Use your hacking skills to attack their security, lowering the security level. Typically 0.05. I assume at minimum it's 1, because I remember... Well, let's let this finish, and I think the output will tell us what the minimum is. Okay, yeah, 0.05. Oh, the minimum is 10 for this one. So I guess it depends on the server, because I remember Noodles was minimum 1.0, but this one kind of, by default, it can only go down to 10. We definitely want, like, I think every server that we're trying to hack, we generally want it at minimum security. So maybe before, maybe we want to edit our like auto hacking script to be a bit more dynamic, because here's what we're doing, right? We just like essentially hack ourselves. Is this even necessary? Okay, I guess so. I guess we do need to get the current hosting. But really, we probably want this to just like keep weakening until they're at its weakest, and only then start hacking and growing, because that feels like it would be the most efficient. Definitely more efficient than just like doing one of each. Yeah, so why don't we do that? So every loop we will, let's find like min security. I think that's something, yeah, get min security level for the host. Yeah, and essentially if we're not at min security, get current security. Security level. Basically, if the current security is greater than minimum, we will do the weaken. And then I think we'll just continue, because we don't want to start hacking or growing until we've fully weakened it. And in fact, we probably want to do the same logic for growing, as in we want to basically fatten up the server, because my understanding is like hacking is like percentage based, so we essentially want to max out the money on a server. Or hack. We want to max out the money so that they're as fat as possible, and then we kind of slaughter them. Interesting. Oh, interesting. So every hack is 0.002, and I think every weekend is 0.05. So it'll be kind of like, what is it, 25 hacks per weekend? I think the other function did say like there's other things that might affect it, so you can't just do like 25 iterations probably. Though maybe that's like a decent ballpark. Okay. Let's grow. What's that say? Grow. Increasing the amount of money. User added skills to increase the amount of money. Once the grow is complete, $1 is added for every script thread. This additive growth allows to rescue a server after it's been emptied. I see. So I guess you could hack something down to 0, and then that would be bad because, yeah, if you don't like add +1, then it would just get stuck, and you can no longer steal. All right. Anyways, so let's do the same kind of thing here. In this case, we want max money. So max money, right? And const current money. Money available, okay. And we essentially want to max them out. I assume that won't like take super long, so. And in the long run, this will be the most efficient way to go. So let's do if current money is less than the max money. We will do the growth. And again, continue. And finally, if neither of these exit out, we just hack. So, do you know what continue does? Continue, let's see. No. So continue, yeah, in a for loop, continue goes to the next iteration, right? Or not in a for loop, in any kind of loop, because there's different kinds of loops, right? So this is a while loop where it keeps happening until the condition is false. In our case, the condition is just true, so it's like always true. So basically, this will just continue looping over and over and over and over again forever until we cancel it remotely. So it's kind of like polling, right? Like we weaken it. Current security would never get. Oh, did I make a mistake again? Right. Current security should always be at least minimum security. Yeah, so in this case, continue. We're using continue because we don't want to execute the rest of the loop. We just want to like, okay, we get here, we weaken it, and then we go back to the beginning because we want to like double check the security again. And then if it happens again, we want to weaken again and then like restart. So it'll keep just iterating this little bit until, wait, did I make a mistake? No. Yeah, until current security is equal to minimum security, in which case it'll pass this loop. Can I hide this? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we want them to be exactly equal, then it will go. And then essentially same idea here, but in reverse. We want the current money to keep increasing until they are both equal. Yeah. Yeah. And then once those two things are true, we hack it. That will decrease the money, and it'll also increase security. So we'll probably have to at least run this once again, and then we can hack again. This is probably, again, inefficient, right? Because like we saw from the doc that it's like we can get away with hacking once, and then actually we can get away with hacking 25 times more or less, and then we only need to weaken the security once. So it's possible it'll be quite a bit more efficient if we do that, but maybe we can save that for later for now. Yeah, I think this will already be quite a bit of an improvement. We'll weaken them fully and we'll fatten them up fully before we start hacking them. And while before we were just doing like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All right, so let's go back to terminal. And now that we've did the groundwork for the other stuff, we should be able to run our kill all. Oh, we gotta go home. Then we do kill all. Everything's clean. Beautiful. And we can do remote, right? Cool. So we can actually maybe monitor this and see. Yeah, so since Noodles is quite a bit less secure, it does this quicker. Interesting. So yeah, so we can see we hacked it, and I guess security went up, so it is now trying to weaken it. And that's really slow. So maybe we do want to be a little bit smarter with kind of like how we're, when we're choosing to weaken it and when we're choosing to hack it. Yeah, so here's what we can do. Let's go back to here. So instead of, we can build a little bit of a buffer here. Instead of weakening it as soon as it's away from the minimum, we can check if it's greater than the expected result of the weaken, right? So Because essentially we just want to like weaken once every so often, and then not weaken until we don't want to like waste weaken, right? Like if our weaken subtracts 0.05, we want to get like our money's worth from that. There's no point like weakening it if we're just slightly above the minimum. So why don't we do, yeah, predict the effects of weaken. Are we sure how the threads that will be used? Oh, that's kind of expensive. Yeah, because this will be kind of pricey, especially on the smaller servers. Like maybe it'll be enough to just kind of do an iterative assumption. So I think we can maybe just hard code it, right? So we expect the weekend to do this. Yeah, the function usually lowers the security level of the target server by 0.05. So we actually, yeah, we can just subtract it from here, or I don't know if this is more readable. If the current security is greater than like minute security plus the expected weaken, then we weaken it. That way we're getting like our full money's worth. And can we, I think there's something we can do with grow that's sort of similar, but I'm guessing it'll also be sort of expensive to analyze. Dog. Oh my dog. Grow time. No, not time. Okay, there's like growth parameters. Get a server's growth parameters. Parameter that affects the percentage by which money is increased when using the grow function. Control the server's intrinsic growth parameter. This growth parameter is a number typically between 0 and 100 that represents how quickly the server's money grows. This parameter affects the percentage by which the server's money is increased when using the grow function. A higher growth parameter is a higher percentage increase. It's not very descriptive. Yeah, because it'd be nice to kind of have the same logic here, right? Where like, if one grow counters a couple of hacks, we only want to do just that one grow for every couple of hacks. Given duplicate. Calculate number of growth threads needed for a given multiplicative growth factor. So I guess we can like pass in like 2x or something. So we could like yeah. Interesting. So this is kind of interesting. So I guess if we have like a beefy home server, from the home server we can see like, oh, how much growth should we inject into Noodles in order to double the money, and then like run this. I guess that's one way to do it. We've been kind of taking a more sort of distributed approach where we sort of make the servers cultivate themselves using their own RAM. Okay, well, I don't know. I'm okay with this for now. Let's go back. I guess we should remember to run sync so that each server let's make another alias to like kill all, or did I already do that? Guess I did. Yeah, so I think you typically do. So this returns a promise, right? So this, like, it starts the process. If you didn't await it, it would just instantly move on to the next iteration of the loop. And then try to do it again, and then instantly move on without waiting for it to finish. And that would actually just probably crash my computer in real life. Because it'll just make infinite function calls. Yeah. Looks like I didn't. Is kill all just like an actual just command? Oh, it's on the current machine though, but that's not useful. Right, we made like a kill script. Yeah, but only one layer deep. I see. Okay, well, that's fine. Eventually we'll need to extend our scripts so that they traverse the network graph. Because right now we are only kind of going one layer down. Okay. Oh yeah, I killed it. True. So let's do scripts and do remote hack. Ah. So I see. So this expects the hostname. Okay, we'll pass that in. And this probably also expects the hostname. I see. I think a lot of assumptions in this API is like, oh, you're kind of making these remote queries from your home server. That's why you can like level up your home server, which we will probably do. Spend some money. Yes, we have 9 million. 1 second. Great. 300 per second. I see. I guess it takes a while for it to kind of like generate the stats because it probably like averages it out or something. Okay, I mean, we can spend our money on this hacknet. So, I don't know. We can just buy a bunch of these. And we received a faction invitation. Would you like to join NetBurners? Sure. Okay, we are now part of NetBurners. Details. NetBurners. Perform work and carry out assignments for your faction to help further its cause. By doing so, you'll earn a reputation. You'll also gain reputation passively over time, though at a very slow rate. And earning faction reputation will allow you to purchase augmentations through this faction, which are powerful upgrades that enhance your abilities. You can also do hacking contracts for your faction. Your effectiveness, which determines how much reputation you gain, is based completely on your hacking skill. You will gain hacking XP. You can also share free RAM of your home server with your faction to get a bonus multiplier. Each time you share your free RAM, you'll get a boost for 10 seconds. You can share free RAM of other servers that you have admin rights by using NSShare API. And as your reputation rises, you'll unlock augmentations, which you can purchase. Okay, so these are the augments that are for sale. This one looks like it gives most multipliers plus 1%. But we need a bit more rep. And node node CPU. So I guess this faction is all about this hacknet thing. So probably from buying a bunch of different nodes here that kind of like unlocked that faction. Yeah, so this gives us plus 15% hacknet production and minus 15% hacknet purchase cost, which is pretty nice. So we might want to save up for that one. Well, I don't know if we want to save up. We probably want to just spend our money to make more money, but this might be a nice augment. 10% hacknet production, level upgrade cost, that's a good one. Also production, purchase cost, 25% production, 45%. Yeah, so we'll probably kind of just go in order. This one seems kind of not that good because it's just 1%. Oh, but you can level it up infinitely. So I guess eventually this becomes like one way to progress, but probably we want to just do these ones. Or I guess this one first. Cheap one. Okay. Well, we can just spend all our money. I guess to be most efficient, we can spread it. But this feels like something we can script. So, script. Auto. Indeed. All right. Let's see what there is about hacknet. Namespace for hacknet functions. There might be some spoilers. Okay. There we go. Okay. Hacknet API. Aha. Okay, so we can get a bunch of different upgrade costs. And yeah, hashes. What are hashes? Total number of hashes stored. Oh, we haven't. Okay, this. I guess this is spoilers. Okay. Cool. So why don't we should be able to like. Yeah, we're probably interested in like RAM upgrade. So there's level, there's RAM, and there's cores. And we have our nodes. Okay. So why don't we query for our nodes? Must be, is it that? Num nodes. Number of hacknet nodes. Cool. And we should be able to kind of like loop through, analyze the cheapest thing. And I assume maybe for now we can just kind of like buy the cheapest upgrade repeatedly. So why don't we like set like a basically max money. I think we can do scientific notation here, right? Is that $1 million? 10 million? Is that correct? I think that's correct. No. Too ambitious. Yeah. So 7, right? 7's 1 million, so 8 is 10 million, right? Or am I dumb? 6 is 1 million, 7 is 10 million. Yes? Maybe? Whatever. Worst case, it accidentally spends all our money. Well, it is what it is. All right. So we have nodes, and yeah, so we'll do like, let's query for like current money. Or is this like the player? Okay, let's try that. If well, let's or actually, let's do it the other way. Let's do if current money is less than max money, we will. I think we can like sleep. Just wait like, I don't know. We'll wait like 5 seconds. Because we don't need this like, and we'll put this in a while loop as well. Like we'll basically leave this running on our home server. It actually warns you. It's like possible infinite loop, await something. Yeah, so this is like in answer to your question. Maybe this will crash the game. Because they'll just keep trying to do it as fast as possible. But we'll do this. And still doesn't like that. Maybe is this, do I need to await sleep? Yeah. So it'll wait for 5 seconds and then continue. That way, it's basically just polling every 5 seconds to see if anything's changed. And let's say we actually do have money available. I guess we can do that. Money. Fine. I'll make this a bit better. That's okay. So that's our like spending money. I'll call it that. Oops. Spending money. Okay, and we will be spending that on upgrades. Okay, we have nodes. And I wonder how we should do this. Because well, essentially we'll have like 3 different, right? Let's save that. We kind of have like 3 different upgrade options for every node. And we'll probably just pick the cheapest one on every loop and just buy it. We could probably be even smarter where we like, it's how many times. So like I can upgrade it 5x in 1 click, 10x, or spend all money as much as possible and upgrade it 19 times. And then every time you upgrade it, it does get more expensive, as you can see, like since this is higher level. Yeah. But we don't care about this because we're gonna just code. I'm actually curious to run the script and then just watch this interface and like see it move. Hopefully. Cool. Make like a function called like attempt or buy upgrade, I guess. Upgrade. And I guess not really buy upgrade. I guess we want to like find upgrade, right? And we have like a min cost. there like infinite max? What I'm thinking is like we'll loop through all the nodes and we'll check all the upgrades and we'll find the cheapest one and we'll keep like updating our current selection as we find the cheapest one. And then we will then perform that selection. So I thought there was like a way to start with infinite, because we basically want to start with like some hugely large number that basically always returns something. I guess we don't need to do, I don't know, set it to null for now. We'll figure that part out in a second. So we'll pass in, I guess, like a node or something. And then we'll do, there was what, like level upgrade, level cost, get level. Wait, we're in the, what is this thing called? For like import. Export interface hacknet. Can do like, right. That. Yeah, so we can do level upgrade cost, the index, and we'll have n equals 1. Like we'll just upgrade at 1 level for now. Get level upgrade cost index, and I think index is like the identifier of the node, right? Where we have, it's basically like 0, and it just keeps going. Yeah, so we'll do like node index. Get the level cost, get the RAM cost. We'll get the, what was the final thing? CPU cost or something? Core. What is this? Oh wow, this doesn't cost any RAM. Kind of nice. Call it core cost. Just leave it like that, and then if, so we'll figure out how to set this to like some massive number. Maybe we can just do like some stupid number. Yeah, let's see if that works. I'm just wondering if eventually like they will overshadow this, but we'll see. Okay, so level cost is less than, or we'll call this cheapest. Cheapest cost. And like const selected node. Start with 0. We will set the selected node to node index. And I guess we can just check everything in one statement. Well, not really, because we want to actually pick which choice we're making, right? Grab min. What do you mean by that? Yeah, but the problem is like we need to know which one it is. Like we actually care which one it is. So we sort of have to explicitly check each, right? Or do you have some other idea? Like I'm thinking, yeah. So we kind of need to like pick selected upgrade, right? Something like that. It's kind of ugly. This is okay for now. I don't know. We can make it nicer. Yeah, because we want. Like we want to do this kind of thing, right? Oops. Level RAM. Oh, shit! Close something. Oh well. Maybe we got like a message. Level RAM and core. Yeah. And we want to do like nodes. You also want to check to the selected. What? Oh, yeah. Right. Like, so we just got to update this, right? The cheapest cost. The level cost. Yeah. It's got to update like our found cost. Cool. Okay, is this actually allowed? Because this, I don't think it's allowed. Yeah. Because this is, it's like a pure function, right? Seems good. Yeah. Like, I guess we could pass them in. It's kind of silly. Oh, error. Get server max money. Hostname expected to be a string, and it is undefined. That's interesting. Guess we'll go check that script in a bit. Yeah, we probably just want to like define a function. There. And it'll take like nodes as what is this? No. Not nodes. Number. Int. Integer. Typing is for nerds. Okay. It'll just return, maybe we can return like a tuple of the index and the selection. Yeah. So let's move all this here. We don't need this. Or what? Is this like a global thing? It's possible I need to pass that in. It's not how you write a for loop. Am I dumb? Oh. Sure. Okay. Yeah, so we'll loop over all the nodes. We'll get the costs. We will update selected. This is not. Oh, it's never read. It is though. Selected node. Selected upgrade. Can I just do that? I haven't done like tuples like this in a while. So we'll just get an index and we'll get which upgrade to choose. And we can do like selected nodes, selected upgrade. I'm feeling I'm not allowed to do this, but we shall try. I should really just call this num nodes. Okay. Returns a string. Let's like look up. Oh, okay, so I have to do an array. Do I do like this? Yes. Okay, so I can do this. It's pretty cool. It's like broke my Windows settings. All right. Where were we? Let me print this out. And then we can do build attempt to upgrade node. This one. I guess we can do like upgrade something here. Node. Select the node index. Okay, let's see if that just works. So I feel like we get a bunch of stuff here. Scripts, auto, hacknet. Do I need the plus to have space in front? No, but you don't have to, but it just kind of looks nicer. Like, yeah, you can do this. But I think if you beautify, see, it like automatically does it. If you run there, that linter thing. So the script costs 6 gigs from all the API calls we will be making. Very interesting. Okay, so let's try running it and see what it prints out. It should tell us its decisions, or it'll just crash. Okay, so we have 138K spending money. That looks right. Yeah, we're above. I mean, close enough, I guess. I don't know. The script crashed due to an error. Reference error node index is not defined. Okay. Classic blunder. Right, so this is actually just I. Oops. Cool. Let's try that one more time. Assignment to a constant variable at find upgrade 37. Okay. Right. Right. These have to be variables. This is wrong. Okay. Uh-oh. Did I forget to await something? Probably. Alright, well, there's the infinite loop. Okay. Alright, let's try. We got an achievement. While true, restart the game using the reload kill option. That's pretty cool. So the developer thought of that one, I guess. So why is it doing that? Oh, because it does actually pass this. We're able to buy stuff, but we don't actually buy anything. Yeah, so let's just add like just a safety await here. Because later we'll fill this in with like our actual purchase, right? All right. Let's try that one more time. Cool. So that's kind of interesting. So it looks like it did find this node 1. Let's check if that's true. That can't be right, can it? Level of node 1. So that's $740. Okay. Yeah, I guess that is the next cheapest thing. Okay, cool. Looks like it maybe is working. Yeah. Okay, So let's go back and actually do that then. So we kind of want like a helper function, right? Where we pass in like the, what do we call it? Upgrade name. Or just call it upgrade. Something. How do you do case statements? JavaScript. Switch upgrade case. We will have yes, compile. Level. I guess you have to have break after each one, huh? Maybe this is one of those cases where you want to call semicolon. Maybe not. Okay, so we have level, we have RAM, we have core, and we will, actually, we probably want the node index. By upgrade, no, not by upgrade, that's our function. Yes, upgrade level. What do you mean? Oh. What is this? NS. Help it with types. Here we go. What do you like? Okay, is it fine with like? Okay, let's rename this because we want some type hints. We'll use TypeScript. TS, all right. Why not? Want the slash? So we want like a temp name? Okay, I don't know what's wrong, but we'll make a new one. And then copy it over. There we go. We'll do that in a sec. Yeah, because I wanted, or is it going to complain about all the types now? Oh, that's fine. Let's give this that. This will be integer. This will be a string. Sure, let's train our defense. We can even pay for it since we're kind of wealthier now. Actually, maybe that's too expensive. Let's do this one. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so here, if it's level, we'll upgrade the level. It wants the index. Yeah. Node index. If it's RAM, we will the RAM. Index. What does it not like? Interesting. Okay. Okay. And then upgrade the core at the node index. Okay. Let's just fix these type hints. Okay. And we can just do buy upgrade. The selected node index and selected upgrade. Oh, and it wants the NS. String or number? Why is it string or number? I guess let's do this. Can I do this? No. Oh, I see. It's just the union of these types, probably, and it doesn't really like that. Can I do this? AI. Okay, so I mean, I guess I could just do this. Because I know it's correct. It's probably a better way, but just to get it to calm down. Okay, so I think it should automatically buy the cheapest upgrade that it is aware of. Let us try it. Well, we can like remove the old one. Oh, that's why I couldn't rename it. It's probably because it's running. Yeah. I see. Cool. So now we can do we want the log. Oh, it's doing stuff. So this one will be, yep, and then this one will go up next. Oh, yeah. Kind of sweet. I don't know. I wonder if this works, even if you like close the game. I'm curious. Okay, so yeah, probably not. Like, I mean, this one we can leave, but yeah, this one we can. I don't know. I feel like we should still not go too crazy, but maybe like that. It should like quickly spend all the money and bring us down. Yeah. Spend, 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 spend. Yeah, as things get more expensive too, it'll just kind of accelerate. So, and then we should hit 10 mil and then it will sleep. Yeah. Very nice. It is now auto upgrading. It's like our money is now locked at 10 million. Kinda sick. You can actually see the production just like tick up across all the nodes. And we could like manually buy one. Oh wait, never mind. This is just the total production. So it's this number that we were looking at. Okay, so we should hit like, or I don't know, we can like adjust the script. Okay, let's do like 9 million. And kill all that. And it should be this one, yeah. So this one's quickly got upgraded to parity with all the other nodes. And now it's just like spreading the wealth. And just keeping us at 9 million. Kinda cool. Who has time to click buttons when you could just script it? I'm super curious if this will like work offline. Let's see. How is our... So that's great. That's working swimmingly. Oh. Apparently we don't have any hacking going on. It's not ideal. Ah, okay. So I guess we can't... Well, actually, let's see. Maybe we can upgrade the RAM on our home server. Because apparently we can't trigger all the remote hacks while also automatically shopping. So let's go to the computer store. And we will upgrade our RAM. We now have 16 gigs. Yes. 38% of which are for shopping. And then let's do remote hack. Cool. I wish this was... Yeah, I guess this is just like averaged over time since you kind of like reset the game by getting an augmentation. But I kind of wish there was like a live counter. Oh my dog. We should run the 1 level down hacking. As in like auto hack 2 jumps away? Is that what you mean? I think that does. We are doing brute SSH, right? Let's open it. Sorry, not this. Yeah. Yeah, so you're right. Like, we basically, if we do SA2, yes, we aren't auto hacking like Nectar or Max Hardware. Yeah, so that is an improvement we can make. Mm-hmm. And which script was that? What? Okay, just not behaving. Weird. Okay, so yeah, we have. It's this one, right? The nuke script. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go to the restroom real quick, and then we can improve this. What's up? You can hear the flush. Oh no. It's a disaster. Okay. And the music's over. Oops. I don't know. Tundra. Sounds cool. It's all like an album or something.
Well, that's not very interesting.
Did we do that one already? All right. Oops. Okay, so this is our nuke script. So we're just getting all the connected servers, but really it would be kind of nice if we could just like explore the whole network, right? And I assume it looks like we can just remotely do this. We just need the host name. So, question for the class. How do we get every single server connected in a graph? Yes. Pretty much. So we can have a list of servers, and I think the problem is, I don't know if it's a problem, but the scanning function, right? Defaults to the current server, and it only gets the list of one jump away, which means we will need to actually kind of like go iterate over our current neighbors and then scan from there, get those neighbors, scan from there. Right, here's an example. So home, noodles, Joe's Guns, CSEC, OmegaNet. If we pass in home, we get noodles and Joe Guns. If we pass in noodles, we just get home. If we pass in Joe's Guns, we get home, CSEC. Okay. But I think it's not too bad, right? So we have our, what is it? Is it a stack? Is it a queue? We're gonna make essentially like a list of servers to visit. And every time we'll grab one of these servers and then we will scan from it, and we'll take the result of that scan and we'll publish it back into this queue. And eventually, kind of like recursively, I guess, not really recursively, but eventually, we will process every single server and all of its neighbors and kind of like scan everything. I think it actually gives a tip here, right? If you're on the scan analyze command at home, it won't show all the servers due to its limited maximum depth. You can use this function with BFS or DFS to traverse the network and discover all the servers. Example. So it actually just shows you how to do it. But that's okay. I think we can figure it out ourselves. So this will be the queue. We do have we don't want to, like, once we're at a server and we scan it, there's no point ever returning to it and scanning from it again. Like, you'll just get the same result, right? So we kind of want like places we've already visited. So we'll do some sort of set. I don't know how to do that. How do we do that? Set object. God, it's blinding. How do we initialize a set? Cool. So I guess like this. And we can basically continue scanning until this queue becomes empty. Like we can give it an initial value, right? The home. And we'll have like a infinite loop here. While queue dot length is greater than 0, we will continue scanning. And we'll also just have, actually, I guess like, do we need visited and also all servers? I'm not sure, but let's do that. This will also be a set. And so this will be our queue that we'll process, and while the queue is more than 0, we will scan is it the first element? I think so. Like from the left side. So we have like connected servers. This should be an array of strings, and we can add these at the end. Right? Is it concat? Combines 2 or more arrays, and it returns a new array without modifying any existing arrays. I see. So probably we do something like this. Or I'm not sure, because maybe with array you can just do that. Something like that. Items. Does it additional arrays and or items? Okay. And we will want to do this. So, okay, let's do that. Current server is queue.shift. This will pick off the first element of the queue. So we'll start with home. It'll grab home. We will query for all the connected servers to home. So we'll do that. Current server. And then we will concat. Does this modify? Without modifying. I see. So we do need to actually. Is there no like append? Okay, fine. That's fine. It'll just return the result. We'll reset it. Yeah, queues like that, and we don't need to do this. So in theory, this should return right like that first layer. So first we take home. It'll return all these, and then this will be breadth first search, since we are like adding all the connected servers of home, and they'll get processed like left to right. Yeah. Right, but when we do that, we want to, I guess, add it to visited, right? So visited dot add. It is add, right? Can't I do add? Well, let's try it. I don't know. Okay. We shall see. Right. So actually, we should check if do like can do something like this. Cool. Yeah. So host name. Basically, if we've already seen it, we do not want to add it to the queue. We only want to process everything once, right? So yeah, if host or if visited dot has, I think, because it has. Not sure why it's not giving me autocomplete. Okay, hopefully this works. So if the set has our host, we want to filter it out. So actually, we want the negative, right? So only if it's not in our visited, it'll be in this new server thing, and we will add the new servers to here, to our queue. And by the time this finishes running, we should have a list of everything here. So I don't think we need this. Visited should be a set, like a set of strings of every single server in the network, maybe? So why don't we just early return? And I'm kind of curious to just see what happens, right? Hopefully this doesn't crash the game. Ah, that's why it was complaining. Cool. There we go. Now that works, and that works. Perfect. I forgot the new keyword, like to initialize the set object. I just had it here. And then I was wondering why it wasn't like auto-completing the methods. So it was correct. Okay. Let's try that time. Q.length is not a function. Is it? Oh, it's just a parameter, I guess. Okay. Okay, I'm using const too much. Is it 12? Is it let? Okay, so this looks like some progress. Looks like we discovered a whole bunch of different servers we've never seen before at some, you know, a couple of jumps away. Like, we don't even really know where they came from. And then I guess maybe this is everything. But it didn't like the printf function. I guess it doesn't know how to convert this to a string. It's kind of strange. Do that or no? I see. Yeah. So, okay, so we probably need to, like, yeah, we need to, like, join, right? Can you do that with a set? I guess let's try it. Probably not. Okay. But we can expand it. Can I do join? Probably. I feel like I need to wrap this in brackets, but let's just give that a shot. Yeah. This. Is it not join? Oh. Do you square brackets? It's kind of strange. Okay, let's do that. Cool. And then let's try running that. All right. Here's a giant string of servers. So yeah, we got home, we got noodles, we got all the stuff we recognize. But then we got a whole bunch of other stuff we haven't seen before. This is a sneaky one. It's like the name of the server is just a dot. It's interesting. Well, this is cool because now we have every single server name, which I think maybe that is all we need to execute the rest of the nuke script, right? So let's move on. We already have our like nuke server function where we just pass in the host name. And we should be able to essentially take over any root SSH eligible ones. So I think it will just work. Let's try it. It's cool cat. And it did not work. Service is not defined. Very nice. Right, because we kind of changed it. So, just do visited. Can we do for each on a set? Apparently, yes. Let's try that again. Cool. So here's, it looks like tail only gives you like the last, however much that is, I don't know, 20, 30 lines or something. But yeah, so we found a bunch of servers, but I guess a lot of them are too secure. But I assume we did hack into some stuff. So maybe it would be nice to just get like a summary at the end. That could be nice. Why don't we have like rooted servers, I guess. And then, so if we have root access, we can just append it and get. Is there no like just like plus equals or something? Push. Gotcha. There we go. Could have done this here, right? Push. Yeah. And that'll just edit it in place. Okay, so we'll push this host name, and then at the very end, it would just kind of be nice to get all the rooted servers. What is it, join? Yeah. Just comma separate them. Oh. Okay, I should look up how to do. It's kind of ugly. So compilation. Yeah, can't I do that? It doesn't like that. Because there's no like syntax. Okay, I'll figure that out later. Is that good? Maybe a string. Okay. Host name expected to be a string, and it is of type object. Line 9. Did I mess something up? Oh. Like, I guess I should do this. Probably. Yeah. Okay. Cool, so we rooted. Great. These are new, right? Like, we don't recognize these. CSEC, Nectar Net, Max Hardware, 0. Like, these are definitely new. 0 and NeoNet. So we now have root access. So that's cool. Does the ... make set into arrays? No. That's the, I think it's called expand operator or splay or something. Let me see. It expands different iterables into just their base elements. So it's called a spread operator, I think. Yeah. So it doesn't make it into an array. This will make it into an array. This basically makes it into like the individual element, like home, noodles, yeah, like A, B, C, D, whatever. If you had like an array of the alphabet. And then this repackages back into array. This is kind of jank, or I don't know jank, but like it's kind of silly because like this was a set, then it gets expanded back into just elements, and then we wrap those elements in an array box to make it an array so that we can then run join on it. I'm kind of surprised. Can we not just do join on like a set? Yeah, I think we can't do join. So that's why. But this is very useful when you want access to like the individual elements of some sort of iterable. Okay, pretty sick. So we like auto-hacked some new stuff. Now, this is good. Right, but we didn't actually, yeah, we're not like hacking it. We're not making money. So we basically want to kind of like take this snippet, right, and use it in a few of our other programs. Like we almost want to make some sort of like all servers script, right? Where its job is just to like do this basically. And it just like return visited. And maybe we want it in, we probably want like the array. And I'm curious, can we like import something like that? Yeah, we don't actually want this. Yeah, what am I doing? Yeah, we just actually just want this, right? We don't want like a main function. I don't think we actually want this at all. We want like well, I'm hoping, like, we're just writing a convenience thing for other scripts to use. So, like, this is like the main loop. This gets automatically executed when you just run a script, and it's kind of like built into I guess like this environment, right, or like the game. So this is like the entry point to a standalone program, but I want to make like just a reusable function that we reference in other places. So we will then like do like we can, instead of doing all that, we will do like all servers, right? Just execute it. Now the question is, how do we actually import stuff if we can? There we go. Okay. We can do maybe that. We'll try that. All right, I guess that's just his thing. So, okay, so it is just the path. Let's try it. Oops. Oh dear, what am I doing? Oh God. Okay. Did not like that. Oh, that's because I wrote nuke for some reason. Oh dear. Got another one. Okay. Yeah. There we go. So I think it's working. I mean, let's double check that it's actually saved. Oh dear. Let's not do that. Cool. Wish I could like navigate to it in this editor directly. That'd be cool. But yeah, so this, we just have like a nice little helper. Returns like every server in the network that we can see. Yeah, visit, it's probably not the best name you can call it. Just like servers, I guess. Yeah, this is great. And so this nukes stuff, which is good. And then we had a remote hack, right? Can we just replace it? Remote hack, turn to hack. So assuming we have root, we have our hack script, we will remotely execute this hack script on the host. But does this need to... I wonder if it needs to exist on the server? File must already exist on the target server. Okay, so, I mean, we could try that just for fun, and it should kind of fail because I don't think we have, or actually, I guess our sync, because I think our sync hasn't copied everything to the whole network graph, right? So, yeah, let's just try that. Remote hack. Cannot read the properties of undefined main scan. Here. Oh. No, that doesn't make sense. It thinks this was undefined. If the array is empty. Can we do like empty instead? Is that safer? This should be fine. Keeping brackets. Sorry, oops, not this. All servers at 8. Server. Did I do nuke or remote hack? It's specifically a remote hack, right? But nuke works. Why is that? This one seems to work fine. What is making my hack level go up? Well, the active scripts, all these hacking scripts are leveling hacking. Why does hack knowledge it? Oh, because I didn't pass in NS. Yeah, I wonder if I can, because I don't really want this as a param. I want it to just kind of like import it or something. Mm-hmm. Sure. Okay, well, that's fine. Let's just try. I just want to try this. Okay. Connect to the cave. Okay, wait. Sorry, that's the new script. So this should add a couple more things there. Maybe. And it tried to hack myself. Okay, looks like it did not quite work. This should just go here. Do that. Can I do like tail 100 or something? No. And we should skip. If maybe it's just crashing because of or sorry. Sure. Okay. Well, maybe that's a good place to leave it, and we can debug that next time. It's been 3 hours. All right. Cool. Yeah. I mean, we automated shopping, which is kind of sweet. Pretty proud of that one. Anyways, till next time.